Hi, I'm the hydroponics guy. Today I'm here with my assistant, actually, who is my wife, who taught me everything about hydroponics. Anyhow, we're going to show you how she rooted cuttings and how she turns the cuttings into a potted plant. So let's go over to the planting area and
Hi
get started.
there. My name is Arlene, and as Jerry told you, I'm his wife. I kind of stay out of the picture most of the time because he likes the spotlight. I just want to show you, these are a few plants that I did this summer and how easy they grew. We were away, so they really grew. And the roots on this has only been implanted about 3 weeks and it got that much roots on it. So that's a pothos. And this is a Hoya, and you can see the roots on the bottom of that. And all these were started just from a couple of cuttings. So now I'd like to show you the easy way that you can make your cuttings work right into a plant. Hi, it's me again. I'm here to show you how easy it is to make a plant out of your cuttings. The first thing is you have to have long stems like this. And you put your cuttings into the water, and within time they grow. And the key to this is changing the water once a week. You can see this one, these are vertical roots as well. So if you want to make a great plant, you need to have established roots. This one here is a prayer plant or a maranta. They sometimes call it Indian feathers. And this one was in soil. I took it out, cleaned it, and put it into the glass to get better roots. And as you see, I use these tall glasses because that holds them just right. Now this was in soil also and had very bad roots. And so I put this one in water, and you can see how thick and white the roots are. So now all these plants are ready to transplant and start growing into a plant.
So when you plant up your cuttings, this is the system that we really recommend that you use. And that is a system with an outer pot, inner pot, and a water gauge. So the inner pot or the culture pot has openings in the side, which means that the roots can get air. Because remember, roots need air as much as they need water to grow. Secondly, there's a water gauge, and Arlene is going to show you how she waters the plants after she has planted them, and a water gauge is necessary for that so that you can regulate the water. And finally, the leca pebbles that we use are, as you can see, irregular shape. They're not the round ones. We don't like the round ones because when you put cuttings like this in a pot with round pebbles, the pebbles move and that disturbs the roots. Our pebbles are irregular shape, they vary in size slightly, and they really lock in that plant. Okay, let's plant.
Okay, now we're ready to plant these cuttings. The first thing I do is I always wash them off so we can start nice and fresh. I fill the culture pot just up to the bump in the inside container. So I take these and I can put them right into a 5-inch. So I'm going to make sure that I'm holding the roots down while I'm planting. You can notice I don't have any gloves on because it's so clean. Plus you can do it right at your laundry sink or your kitchen sink. Then I find this the best instrument. This is a chopstick, and I go around just so the pebbles and you can see how nice that looks in the pot. This one is a maranta or a prayer plant, sometimes called Indian feathers. I take it out of the water, and the first thing I do before I plant is rinse off the roots. a little more. And the secret to cuttings is to have longer roots. So right here is my culture pot, and I filled the bottom right up to the bump that has all the aeration. So I put this plant all the way on the bottom and hold it down. I like to put the gauge in ahead of time because it works as a handle. Now I take my chopsticks and it's ready. I usually rinse it again, and now it's ready for its outer pot. The next plant is a Dracaena warnockii compacta. It's a great plant. This one was also in soil, but the roots were not good. So now when you look at the roots, all these white roots are all hydroponic roots. So that is great for this plant. So I get my culture pot. I make sure the plants do so much better if you use 5-inch pots because that creates vertical roots. So now I'm going to finish this up. We're going to finish putting the rock in. And then, again, I don't need gloves because this is so clean. And then I'm going to use my chopstick. And this does not injure the roots because I'm going on the side of the pot just to make sure it's in tight. Okay, then I'm going to rinse it after I put it in. And now I'm going to put it in this finished pot. And look at how nice that looks. Okay, here we are, all ready. They're in their nice white containers, getting ready to water. I use a little bit of KLN, which is a rooting hormone. I do just half a capful into this little body. Of course, the shoemaker can't find the water can. And I'm only going to water up to half to start out with. And then you don't water again until the gauge is all the way down. And that's how your plants are going to grow. Here are all our plants planted up in their nice white containers. And so between 3 and 6 months, we'll get back to you and show you the results. So I hope you have a happy planting.
All of the supplies that Arlene used in her video are available at our store. That's easygrowhydro-store.com. And for a limited time offer, we're going to include a free KLN rooting solution. That's a $5 value if you buy 2 5-inch hydroponic planters, which is what we recommend for new cuttings. So go to the store today. It's a limited time offer. Buy 2 hydroponic planters and get your free KLN